One of the days of planning a carefree getaway on the fly. Nearly 2 years into the pandemic, it's now painfully clear that we're going to be dealing with COVID-related travel restrictions for months and years to come. So it's essential to do some basic pre-trip homework to assess not only the risk of traveling but what, if any, protocols are in place, not just in a specific destination but along the entire journey. At the same time, a pattern is emerging, where travel is easier and less restrictive for those who are fully vaccinated. In some major American cities, for instance, vaccine mandates are already in place for indoor dining, sports venues, and entertainment arenas. And in many countries around the world, a person's vaccination status determines whether the welcome mat is rolled out. Americans are paying close attention to the Delta variant and beginning to reconsider fall and winter travel plans based on rising COVID-19 infection rates across the country. Sadly, some of the highest rates in the world are right here at home. If the United States were an international destination, nearly 80% of states would qualify for a Level 4 Do Not Travel designation by the Centers for Disease Control and Protection, CDC. For travel within the U.S., CDC guidance depends on an individual's vaccination status. The agency recommends that Americans delay all travel until they are fully vaccinated. If that is not possible, the CDC asks that unvaccinated travelers take a COVID-19 viral test 1 to 3 days before departure. Then, during the trip, travelers should practice social distancing and wear a face mask while indoors in public settings and in crowded venues. Lastly, the CDC recommends that unvaccinated travelers get a viral test 3 to 5 days after returning home and self-quarantine for 1 week. In contrast, the CDC has determined that fully vaccinated individuals can travel safely within the United States without testing. They should still wear a face mask while indoors in public settings. Beyond the federal government's recommendations, regulations for wearing face masks vary wildly from state to state and locality to locality. Right now, 7 states, Hawaii, Illinois, Louisiana, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, and Washington, as well as the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico require people, regardless of vaccination status, to wear masks in indoor public places. 4 more states, California, Connecticut, Illinois, and New York, currently have indoor mask mandates for the unvaccinated. As COVID-19 cases keep rising, surveys show that a majority of Americans back mask mandates. Even in red states, it's not unusual for large cities such as Atlanta and St. Louis to have mandates in place for indoor dining and entertainment venues. Similarly, more restaurants, bars, and stadiums around the country are implementing vaccine and mask mandates without edicts from their local governments.